Have you ever felt that you do not fit in, that you're not accepted or understood by others, and somehow you feel disconnected from the world and afraid of showing your true self? Well, if you come across Emily Dickinson's poem, This Is My Letter to the World, you may feel identified with that feeling of isolation and disconnection that many of us have ever experienced. I love this poem, for it reveals that sometimes hidden desire to be recognized, listened to, and truly seen. It reveals that deep and natural desire we all have for communication and connection with others, and how hard it is to achieve that bond sometimes, often for fear of being judged and rejected. But despite this, and following an irrepressible eagerness for belonging, Emily breaks the ice and writes,
"This is my letter to the world that never wrote to me."
And even though the world had never written to her before, she finally finds the courage to make the first contact. However, and probably because of the fear of being censured, which is clearly expressed at the end of the poem, this first contact is not totally direct. She does it faintly. She seems to deliberately avoid telling us about her fears and desires straight away, and maybe because she always felt a deep bond with the natural world, she uses nature as her messenger.
The simple news that nature told with tender majesty.
But despite this first attempt, she still feels she's not able to make a real contact, for those people she addresses to are completely unknown.
Her message is committed to hands I cannot see.
We are all hands she cannot see. We are all people she will never meet. And this fact may produce a certain feeling of bitterness, sadness, pain, for the desired bond is not really fulfilled. She still fails in connecting with others directly. And so she may keep on feeling isolated, for in fact Emily left this world completely unaware of the great impact that her work would cause on so many people in so many places at different ages. But apart from expressing the difficulty in establishing the longed-for contact, the poem ends with the fear of judgment, of criticism, of showing ourselves vulnerable. And so she concludes by pleading with her countrymen, who may well symbolize the world community, a merciful view of her.
For love of her, sweet countrymen, judge tenderly of me.
Anyway, we can see throughout the poem how Emily eventually opens to the world. But the world does not imply the physical and temporary dimension in which she lived. For the message traveled beyond time and space and reached us. And that's why today we have the opportunity to enjoy this gentle, sensitive, let's also say brave poem, which turned into a letter. A letter to the world, to everyone, to any whoever finds it and who will also have the pleasure to discover Emily between its lines. A poem that, at least for me, is a yearning for communication, connection and sharing. A yearning for understanding and acceptance. Because maybe, just maybe, you may have thought that in the end you do not need others' help, affection or even approval. But whether we like it or not, as social beings, we will always need others. At least somehow, to some extent. And thanks to Emily and her humble, honest letter, I felt inspired to encourage you to share yourself with the world. Do not be afraid of showing your true self. As you're talented, you're useful, you matter, you have something unique to offer. So try not to hide behind a superficial and fake image, more in line with what others expect from you, and be absolutely authentic, like Emily was. Show who you truly are. Only then it will be a great pleasure to meet you.